Narrated Hadiths, the Prophet and I walked till we reached the dumps of some people. He stood as any one of you stands behind a wall and urinated. I went away, but he beckoned me to come. So I approached him and stood near his back till he finished. Narrated Abu Wail. Abu Musa al-Ash'ari used to lay great stress on the question of urination, and he used to say if anyone from Bani Israel happened to soil his clothes with urine, he used to cut that portion away. Hearing that, Hadiths said to Abu Wail, I wish he, Abu Musa, didn't lay great stress on that matter. Hadiths added, Allah's messenger went to the dumps of some people and urinated while standing. Narrated Asma. A woman came to the Prophet and said, If any one of us gets menses in her clothes, then what should she do? He replied, She should take hold of the sole place, rub it and put it in the water, and rub it in order to remove the traces of blood, and then pour water over it. Then she can pray in it. Narrated Aisha. Fatima bint Abi Hubaysh came to the Prophet and said, O Allah's messenger, I get persistent bleeding from the uterus and do not become clean. Shall I give up my prayers? Allah's messenger replied, No, because it is from a blood vessel and not the menses. So when your real menses begins, give up your prayers, and when it has finished, wash off the blood, take a bath, and offer your prayers. Hisham the sub-narrator narrated that his father had also said, The Prophet told her, Perform ablution for every prayer till the time of the next period comes. Narrated Aisha. I used to wash the traces of janaba, semen from the clothes of the Prophet, and he used to go for prayers. While traces of water were still on it, water spots were still visible. Narrated Sulayman bin Yasar. I asked Aisha about the clothes soiled with semen. She replied, I used to wash it off the clothes of Allah's messenger, and he would go for the prayer. My water spots were still visible. Narrated Amr bin Maymun. I heard Sulayman bin Yasar talking about the clothes soiled with semen. He said that Aisha had said, I used to wash it off the clothes of Allah's messenger, and he would go for the prayers while water spots were still visible on them. Narrated Aisha. I used to wash the semen off the clothes of the Prophet, and even then I used to notice one or more spots on them. Narrated Abu Kilaba. Anas said, Some people of Aqil or Urana tribe came to Medina, and its climate did not suit them. So the Prophet ordered them to go to the herd of milch camels, and to drink their milk and urine as a medicine. So they went as directed, and after they became healthy, they killed the shepherd of the Prophet and drove away all the camels. The news reached the Prophet early in the morning, and he sent men in their pursuit, and they were captured and brought at noon. He then ordered to cut their hands and feet, and it was done, and their eyes were branded with heated pieces of iron. They were put in Al-Hara, and when they asked for water, no water was given to them. Abu Kilaba said, Those people committed theft and murder, became infidels after embracing Islam, and fought against Allah and his apostle. Narrated Anas. Prior to the construction of the mosque, the Prophet offered the prayers at sheepfolds. Narrated Maymuna. Allah's messenger was asked regarding ghee cooking butter in which a mouse had fallen. He said, Take out the mouse and throw away the ghee around it and use the rest. Narrated Maymuna. The Prophet was asked regarding key in which a mouse had fallen. He said, "Take out the mouse and throw away the ghee around it, and use the rest